I'm diving deep into the mystery of the Franklin expedition to uncover the truth behind what really happened. Join me on this investigative journey. 129 men, 2 ships, 0 survivors. The Franklin expedition is one of the most chilling mysteries in maritime history. What happened to these sailors in the unforgiving Arctic has puzzled historians, scientists, and explorers for over 170 years. But in recent years, breakthroughs have brought us closer to the truth than ever before. Part 1. Introduction. In 1845, Sir John Franklin led to ships the HMS Erebus and HMS Terra, a grand British mission to chart the elusive Northwest Passage, a sea route connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans through the Arctic archipelago of northern Canada. This wasn't just a voyage of discovery. It was a geopolitical mission meant to secure British dominance over global trade routes. The 2 ships were state-of-the-art for their time, heavily reinforced and equipped with steam engines and supplies meant to last years. Yet, despite these advantages, the Franklin expedition vanished without a trace. Not a single man survived. And it took over a century for even fragments of the story to surface. Part 2. The mystery. The mystery began almost immediately. When no word was heard from the expedition for over 2 years, a massive search effort was launched. Dozens of missions were dispatched by Britain, the United States, and even private individuals. Clues began to emerge: slowly abandoned campsites, human remains, and even eerie notes left in stone cairns. But the ships themselves and the bulk of the crew remained, lost for more than a century. What happened to these men? Why did none survive? What could wipe out such a well-equipped expedition? Part 3. Theories and hardships. Let's break down the leading theories behind the fate of the Franklin expedition. 1. Ice entrapment. Historical records and Inuit oral history suggest the ships became trapped in thick sea ice near King William Island. Temperatures plunged, supplies dwindled. The crew had no choice but to abandon ship, due to starvation and disease. The ships carried 3 years' worth of tinned food, but analysis of recovered cans showed high levels of lead contamination. Many believe this caused lead poisoning, weakening the crew both mentally and physically. 3. Cannibalism. Yes, you heard that right. Forensic evidence, including cut marks on bones, strongly suggests that in their final days, crew members resorted to cannibalism in a desperate attempt to survive. This horrifying detail was long denied by Victorian society, but it's now largely accepted among historians and archaeologists. 4. Inuit encounters. Inuit oral traditions have long provided valuable insights. Some say they saw white men dragging boats across ice and even provided aid. Their testimonies, dismissed for decades, are now considered vital to understanding the full story. Part 4. Discoveries. For over 150 years, the resting places of the Erebus and Terror remained unknown. But everything changed in the 21st century. Discovery of the Erebus. In 2014, Parks Canada, guided by Inuit knowledge, discovered the wreck of HMS Erebus in Queen Maud Gulf. The ship was remarkably intact, lying just 11 meters below the surface. Discovery of the Terror. Just 2 years later, HMS Terror was found in Terror Bay, in even better condition, cabin furniture undisturbed, suggesting the crew may have returned to the ships after abandoning them. These discoveries changed everything. Artifacts, logs, and preserved cabins are helping researchers reconstruct the final days of the expedition. Even DNA from human remains is now being analyzed to identify crew members. So what really happened to the Franklin expedition? It was likely a tragic combination of human ambition and harsh nature. Ships trapped in ice, poisoned supplies, disease, starvation, and ultimately desperation. Yet even in death, these men left behind a story that continues to fascinate and haunt us. Thanks to indigenous knowledge and modern science, the story is finally being told in full. But some questions still remain. What were the final moments really like? Did anyone make it farther south than we know? And what more lies beneath the ice? What do you think happened to the Franklin expedition? Do you believe everyone perished on King William Island? Or did some manage to survive longer than we realize? Leave your theories in the comments. I'd love to read them. And if you're intrigued by history's great mysteries, check out our deep dives into Roanoke, the Lost Library of Alexandria, and more right here on the Dusty Scroll.